Hello guys, today we are gonna be reacting to some customer service stories from hell. Let's get into it.
Young lady, young lady. Oh, yeah, hi, can I help? Could I get one cappuccino? No foam. No. Sorry, what kind of coffee were you after? I just said what I wanted, young lady. A cappuccino? No foam.
Isn't it cappuccino with foam?
That's not a thing that we can do because the prerequisite
That's
for
what I thought.
is frothed milk, which is the foam. So, do you want a latte or just a black coffee? Young lady, I've been ordering
Young lady, oh my god, I would forget.
for years. So are you sure you just don't really know what you're doing? Oh no, I bet you have been asking people, but I think they've just been giving you a different drink because cappuccino with no foam.
Yeah, that sounds a little bit backwards, doesn't it?
Is it like a milky coffee? Oh, bless her. Oh, a sweetheart. It's
No.
a cappuccino. Just no foam, sweetheart. And what do you not understand about what I've just said? A cappuccino is coffee and frothed milk. Exactly, and I'd like that. Without
the frothed milk, oh my god.
Cappuccino. Oh, young lady, are you a bit stressed? Is it your first day, young lady? So
This cannot be real.
Are you like 25? 27 actually, young lady. The young lady. I'm 30 and I've been working at coffee shops since I was 14, so I'm pretty sure
By the way she was talking, I thought she would be older.
Exist.
Like, we did have the little note there, and I was reading it, but by the way that she was interpreting this whole conversation, I really thought this was an older person. Especially because, I don't know, I feel like certain drinks, like nowadays there's like so many coffee drinks that I would think maybe an older person would like maybe be mixing up like the names of the drinks, but no, a cappuccino without the frothed milk. I've never heard of that. I personally have never heard of that. So it's like it's really annoying having someone insisting with you in something that doesn't exist. Because like I can only imagine how long this line of this, like, it seems like a coffee shop was, because this person really wanted their cappuccino without foam. That is very weird, because like here in Portugal we also have like a version, like a little version of like a coffee with milk. They always have frothed milk. Like I don't think you can ask for any drink like that without froth. How would you do that? Would it be a cappuccino? I have no idea. That is really strange. And the fact that she was calling her young lady, she probably also has the name tag, you know, on her uniform. So young lady. It sounds like I don't know. This is so weird.
Hi, how can I help you? Just want to buy this. That's it. Alrighty, let me just ring it up here. It's gonna be $40 even. Okay, I'm paying with card. Alrighty, go ahead and insert your card for me. Why isn't it working? It looks like your card was declined. Do you want to try it again? Yeah, my card has money on it, so it must be your system.
I actually hate when that happens.
Problems with our system recently? Yeah, it's still not working. It says your card was declined again. Well, some people's systems are different and they just don't work with my card, so can we just...
Okay, I know this is supposed to be customer service, like, drama, but I have had this happening so many times, and the reason is because I have, like, here in Portugal, a lot of machines only work with Portuguese cards, and you can never tell which ones work with Portuguese cards and which ones don't. So sometimes I want to pay with my Revolut card because I love Revolut, and I can't because the machine doesn't accept the goddamn Revolut card. So I have beef with this experience in first person, but it seems like this is not the situation, so let's continue watching.
Trying to register. Okay, yeah, let's move over to this one. All right, same total. Go ahead and insert your card for me. It's still saying declined. I don't know why your system's not working, but your system's not working. Okay, do you have another method of payment? I have money on my card. Okay, that's fine. Our system is just
but
not
it's
taking your
nothing
card,
that
so
you
do you have
can't
another card or another
do,
form of payment that would work? You know, I bought a whole bunch of stuff today. I don't know why it's not working. I'm really not sure. If you're worried, maybe call your bank. I don't need to call my bank. I have money on my card.
gosh.
Okay, well,
You have to do
unfortunately, our
something about
card
it,
reader
though.
is not taking your card. So, do you have another form of payment? No, I don't. Can I just call my bank? Yeah, that's completely fine. I'll be
Okay,
right back.
that's what you suggested
She
straight
comes
away.
back 20 minutes later. Hey, welcome back. You know what? I don't want the clothes anymore. You can just keep them. Oh, okay. Did you get in contact with your bank? It's not like that's any of your business, but
Oh,
I
God.
did. And apparently my credit card has a spending limit, so I went over it. Oh, okay. Well,
Okay.
we will have these in stock for a little bit, so if you want to come back any other day, we will have these for you, okay? Yeah, whatever. You don't have to rub it in.
That was such a weird snap back at the end. I can't even believe people would do that. I mean, it is also always a awkward situation to go and try to pay for something and not have money. I don't think it's like a terrible thing. Like, I mean, most of all, I would feel bad for the person because like they wanted the stuff and unfortunately they didn't have the money on their card available. Like, I don't think I would ever be like, oh my god, are you what, poor? You know, like as a like person like working, but now the active like fighting back with the person that's like giving you service, it's really strange, especially just like snapping back like that. Just like, okay, you had a credit card limit. That's completely reasonable. It happens, you know. Sometimes we don't really keep track of where we spend our money. We should be better at doing that. It is a good habit to have, but you know, that could happen to literally anybody. But why do you have to be rude about it? It just makes it more awkward. It makes it like, because like this is the thing that makes, at least I think, you as a person like a little bit embarrassed that that's happening to you. Like, being rude about it is just so strange.
What's the most disrespectful thing that's happened to you in the service industry? I'll go first.
I have been looking for this sound forever to finally share my truth. So excuse
Oh,
the fact that
boy.
I look busted right now, but it's time. So when I was in high school, I did running start and also did cheer, and so I had a lot of fees to pay, like a lot. And my parents were always so supportive of me doing it, but they were like, if you're gonna do these activities, like you need to put in your own money, which was never a problem with me. So I decided to get a job at Starbucks. But because I had cheer and
Starbucks.
classes,
I feel like Starbucks is a
literally
lot
had,
of
like,
people's
barely any
first
time to work,
job.
so I'd have to work really early in the morning. But really early in the morning, we never had as many customers as we did like during rush hour. And so I would work in the window by myself a lot. This lady pulls up and she already just has this really negative energy to her. And I say, hi, like, good morning, like, what can I get started for you? And she rolls her eyes. And she's like, I just need my morning coffee. And I'm like,
Okay, that's the whole reason. She needs her morning coffee. Some people can't compute without their morning coffee. So I can relate a little bit with this. DHL effed up my order of Ghost energy drink. So not only was I caffeine free that day, but they pretended to come to the house. They said that they were here and they weren't because we spent the whole day in this house. And so here I am ranting again about this. I did it on my stream. I'm doing it again. So yeah, there is a thing called caffeine-free anger, I feel like. But that doesn't ever give you any excuse to be rude to people. Like, even though that happened, I did not scream at anybody. I was just really pissed in my own peace of mind. So, but yeah, I think that that's a real thing.
okay, like, what exactly is your morning coffee, ma'am? And she orders a
Yeah,
frappuccino.
asking for morning coffee,
I'm so
it's a little
sorry
strange.
if you love frappuccinos, but if it is 5 o'clock in the morning and you're ordering a frappuccino and you're a grown-ass woman, I'm gonna judge you because I am a hater before I'm a human. And I'm like, can I get anything else for you? Like, in my super annoying customer
Frappuccino
service
is like
voice.
super
And she's like, no, but can I get a cherry
caloric, right?
on top of my
calorie
frappuccino? And I'm like,
intensive drink. It's really good.
what? And she's like, a cherry. And like,
Cherry.
I'm like, what? And I'm like, we don't have cherries. And she just blows up. And she's like, I've been to multiple Starbucks and they've always put a cherry on top of my frappuccino. Like, this has never been an issue. And I'm like, okay, well, we don't have them here. Sorry, queen. And she informs me that she will pull up to the window and we can solve the problem.
Oh my
up there.
God.
And I'm like, great, see you at the window.
threatening you?
So she
I
just
think
starts
she's
going off
threatening
at the window
you.
and is so upset. So I pull over my manager and I'm like, hey, this lady would love a cherry on top of her Frappuccino. And my manager is like, we don't have cherries. And I'm like, of course we don't, because this isn't fucking Sonic. This is Starbucks. And so then I just try to like continue the conversation and kind of diffuse her anger. And I'm like, your total is gonna be like $5. Here's your Frappuccino. And I just hand it to her before she pays because I'm just trying to calm her down and give her her morning coffee. And she looks at me and she says, you're lucky you're semi-pretty because you obviously don't fucking have a brain. And throws the Frappuccino through the fucking window. First off, semi-pretty. Second off,
semi-pretty? Hell no. This girl's gorgeous. Who the hell are you to call someone semi-pretty? And how does that justify like literally anything? You're lucky you're semi-pretty? Like, what? Who says stuff like that?
graduated college 2 years early and am now modeling, bitch. So suck it.
Yes. Perfect. Perfection. Descending. I really hate when people like go about just like, you can only do things because you're pretty or because like that's the way how you look. Blah, blah, blah. Like I don't like that. I don't like that. Like people most of the times when they use that kind of language, they don't know you. Like they know like 1% of you. So it's really interesting when people use that as like some sort of like, once again, justification to something or whatever. It's really weird, but I'm actually really glad that she is rocking her life, being super successful, really nice. But this whole story was really quite strange, from the driving up to a Starbucks and being like, I want my morning coffee, as if the Starbucks people are supposed to know what your morning coffee. Like, I know that it's very common with people that are regular customers, that if you have a server that is used to you going there, that you can just tell them, oh, the usual, and they come up to you and they already know what to give you. But the thing is that it seems like this lady's and this other lady that we just saw the video, it was their first interaction, because clearly she's been going to other Starbucks and ordering Frappuccinos with cherries on top. But this one doesn't do that, which I actually don't believe she has been going to other locations and getting a cherry on top of her Frappuccino. But let me know, guys. I'm not too familiar with Starbucks. I've had it a couple of times. I have it mostly when I go to the US, so I'm not really familiar with them putting like cherries in literally anything. But that sounded a little bit like, I don't know. That's strange. And once again, if other locations do have your cherry on the Frappuccino, why did you go to this one in the first place? She could be like, oh, you guys don't do that? Okay, here I go, driving around to my usual Starbucks that does that for me. You know? Yeah, I feel like that would have been way easier than just threaten a teenager, because I think she was saying that she was a teenager back then, right? Because they don't put cherries on their Frappuccinos. Yeah.
What was a ridiculous thing you had to explain in customer service?
Oh boy.
You guys ever heard of the FBI? Because
Yes.
a couple years ago, they hired me and my food truck. This is my food truck. It's called the Beignet Truck. They hired me to serve about 200 people in the Federal Bureau of Investigation in about 2 hours. Now, mind you, I've been doing this for about 10 years, so I know exactly what I'm doing. I roll up to this event, and all 200 of these FBI people roll up to my food truck. So obviously,
that's
this
a
is
lot of
large
people.
line. The guy from the FBI that I've been organizing this with starts freaking out at me, and he's like, oh my gosh, there's such a huge line. How can you make this happen? I had no idea that there was gonna be a huge line. I then had to explain to him how lines work. I said, sir, if you wanted all the product to be pre-made so that everyone could just grab it and go, we could have organized that. But you chose for them to be served hot and fresh to order. His response was, yes, I wanted them hot and fresh to order, but I didn't want there to be a line. So I said, sir, you wanted me to serve 200 people in an instant without a line? He said, I'm not crazy, you're crazy. I then asked him, what can I do to make you happy?
What's
Because,
going
I'm a
on
businessman
here?
and I want people to leave happy. He then demanded that I take $300 off the top of the bill. I said, hey, like, I would love to make you happy, but I'm like a small business, and taking $300 out of my pocket, being
a lot of
large
money.
government agency, doesn't seem fair.
Yeah, it does
Then began to
not.
berate me with a bunch of insults, including calling me like a bad business owner and whatnot. Incompetent was another thing.
Wow.
And he said that I would be lucky if I even got paid at all now. I then had to take the $300 out of my pocket and give it to the Federal Bureau of Investigation because they didn't understand the concept of a line. I don't know, call me crazy, but I guess I just figured the FBI would have a concept of how the world works.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh my god. You know what? Maybe they just have like more important things to worry about and not the understanding of how a line works. That's really weird. Like, I was not expecting to react to customer service nightmares, and one of them being the freaking FBI. That is really strange. But yeah, how do you expect like fresh food to be served like on the spot without having a line? That's like very backwards of a situation, and it's really sad being that he owns small business having to put those 300 once again. Like, probably none of those FBI people are like paying for their meal. It's like some sort of budget that they had for whatever this service was. So I don't know. I mean, it's a little bit strange, but like it's starting to make me think if that person didn't put the 300 in their own pocket, because once again there was probably a budget for this whole event, for this whole situation. And out of nowhere just asking for that money back because there was a line, it's really strange. And another thing that I guess it's kind of like unfair once again is like, you have to do that because do you really want to mess with the FBI? But that's the thing, like I kind of like hate figures of power taking advantage of like small businesses and stuff like that, and I feel like in this situation that kind of happened, just to not say 100% that happened, and that's a no from me. That's a big no from me.
Hi, I'm Bailey. It's nice to meet you. Where's my actual stylist? Are you like the assistant or something? No, I don't have an assistant.
No,
You
it's just
just don't
self-handshake.
look like a stylist. I mean, are you sure you're qualified? I hate to inform you, but my look does not determine my qualifications. My licensing does, and it just kind of, it makes me feel a little uncomfortable because like you don't have like the wide brim hat, the hair down to your waist, like the heels, the skirt, like you don't have the look, so I don't know if I'm comfortable going to you. So you mean to tell me that you're gonna judge me off my hair's ability to tickle you while you lay in the shampoo bowl? I feel like that says more about you than it does me. Also, standing all day long in heels?
High
Absolutely
heels
not.
as a
I would rather not
hairdresser?
have pain in my body for the rest of my life just because I want to look like a stylist. Nope, not gonna happen. All right, well, I guess I'll let you do my hair. No, you're full of jokes. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Okay, so you don't have all the mental brain cells. I said I will let you do my hair.
No.
And I said get out. You're not gonna talk to me that way. Bye-bye. This is not how you grow a business. If you're wanting to grow a business properly, I can help you, but this is ridiculous. You're not supposed to treat customers
she
like
can
this.
help
Let me understand this
you.
a little bit better. So you're gonna come up into my workplace and insult the way I look, the person who's supposed to be putting chemicals into your hair,
Yeah,
then
you
insult
don't
my
wanna do
business and
that.
how I'm running it. Absolutely not. I don't allow people to treat me that way, so get out.
Yes.
Who do you think you are?
The stylist.
I think I'm the stylist who's not doing your
Yes.
hair and instead going to get lunch and coffee for everyone in the salon. I hope you have the day dessert. Bye-bye. I want to speak to the owner.
That's probably her, by the way. Oh my god, the self-entitlement on some people to look like a hairdresser. What does that even look like? Like, at least in my personal experience, guys, I have had like so many different types of people doing my hair. I even had a very buff man doing my hair, and he did it really nicely. So there's no look to a hairdresser hairstylist. That is a very, very weird thing to come into a business and be like, you're not the stylist, right? You probably are the assistant. Like, what is that supposed to mean? And then you're like seeing that you're not getting your way, and now you're like allowing that person to do your hair. Now you're allowing, because apparently that's the world revolving around you. That is so bizarre. Also, hairstylists spend probably 8 hours of their day, like if they have an 8-hour like working schedule, maybe even more. I'm not really sure. Traditionally here in Portugal, people have like 8 hours of work day. Have you ever tried to spend 8 hours in high heels standing? I don't think so. So yeah, I haven't even spent 8 hours in high heels. Like, I've spent like 2, and it hurts like hell. So thank you. It's a no from me too. And that is all for today's video. These were definitely some interesting customer interactions, to say the least. If you enjoyed this video, you might enjoy this one too. As always, don't forget to give us a like and subscribe, and I hope to see you all on the next video. Bye bye, guys.